Okay, so since it's our beloved, adorable broccoli boy's birthday, I'm speaking about Deku, I'm going to be doing another one-shot of Deku X Reader. This one is called Bakugou's Sister. You and Izuku have been dating for a few months now. The thing was, it was about time that your parents knew that you were dating him. That's right, you didn't tell them yet. You were dating. You weren't worried about your dad. He trusted you and that you would know if a guy wasn't good for you. You knew for a fact that your mom would love that you were dating. She had always liked Izuku, but Bakugou, on the other hand, the two of them, you growing up and had been known as the fiery duo siblings. You always had each other's backs and told him when he fucked up. He did the same for you. You two were really close till you two got older. And then the two of you started to get more distant. That didn't mean he wasn't protective of you, though. You weren't looking forward to having him ask so many questions and probably burn something. Honestly, that thing that he would burn is probably Izuku's broccoli hair. You predicted that you would have to protect him and stop Bakugou when he decided to kill him. You told your mom and dad that one of your friends was coming over. She started to ask questions and you told her that you would explain more once he got there. Huh? She said. You nodded, blushing a bit. She gave you the mom look and you figured that she knew it was your boyfriend. Just not who yet. In reality, you should have figured that your mom would tell your dad that it was probably a boyfriend that was coming over. He asked a bit before Izuku was supposed to get there. You picked a good one, right? He asked you? Yeah, and I'm positive you'll like him. You smiled and he smiled back at you. You were really excited for him to get here. It was just Bakugou who you would have to tell that a friend was coming over and that friend was a guy. Might as well. I've given him time to calm down about the fact that I have a boyfriend and I have to tell him the rest. You go to Bakugou's room and knock on his door. Come in, shorty, you heard from inside his room. You came in and he asked, what do you want? What is it this time, you hag? Bakugou impatiently interrupted. You brought yourself together. My boyfriend is coming over. You figured that he's going to be mad whenever, either way, so fuck it. You're fucking what? He screamed. You ran out of his room and closed the door behind you before you could hear explosions and him chasing you. You ran downstairs and at the front door of the house, where you conveniently saw Midoriya. Great timing, you told him out of breath, breathing hard. What do you mean? Izuku started to say, but was cut off. Get back here, you're fucking what? He bursted out the front door and saw you holding hands with Izuku. Bakugou's jaw dropped. He stood there for a moment in pure disgust. Nope, was all he said before you were put over Bakugou's shoulder and were carried away. What the? You said before Bakugou walked back to your house, fuming. Stay there, Izuku, I'll be out in a second, you yelled before your brother dropped you inside and locked the door. You looked up at him and all he said was no. You're gonna have to deal with him, Katsuki. You know for a fact that when Mom and Dad figure out that it's Izuku, there'll be a electric. He grunted and said, not him, that damn nerd is... You stared at him, waiting for him to say something, but he said nothing. You know what? I have shit on you, you told him. He looked at you and said, yeah, as if, and scoffed. I'll tell them about your little crush on a certain red-haired boy. He blushed, and it was that moment that you knew you had won. Mom, Dad, he's here, you yelled. Bakugou opened the door, cursing under his breath. You couldn't count the number of times you could use that against him to get what you wanted. Your parents came downstairs and you brought Izuku inside. Izuku, it's so nice to see you, Your mother exclaimed. It's nice to see you too, Mrs. Bakugou. Azuko nervously chuckled. You got a cute one, your mom teased her. You elbowed her and the two of you laughed. You could tell that Azuko was uncomfortable and you dragged him to your room and closed the door. You chuckled and said, I'm sorry for Bak. Azuko interrupted you with a kiss. You kissed him back and his arms moved to your waist and yours around to his neck, pulling him in closer. His hand moved up and down your body, eventually landing on your thighs as you jump onto the bed so he could stand and kiss you while you sat. His lip moved closer to your neck as he left butterfly kisses all over your neck. As you ran your hands through his emerald hair, he lifted up his head, trembling a bit. Sorry, I just missed you so much. We haven't seen each other in a long goddamn time. The author is too slow at writing. Fourth wall break? Yes. You giggled and kissed him, holding his face with your hands. He moved his hands to carry you, but all of a sudden the door slammed open with a, Listen here, shitty Deck. You turned your head at record speeds, and the two of you backed away from each other. Deku, you touch my sister again, and I'll turn you into ashes and use you as seasoning for my curry. Azuku gulped, and you gave Bakugou a look and said, You threatened him like that, and I'll tell him about a certain rat. Before you could continue, Bakugou covered your mouth. Azuku just looked confused, and you licked his hand to make him take his hand away from your mouth. He looked at you with a face that said, What the hell? You stay in here, I'm gonna tell him, you said. He left immediately, and you giggled. Azuku was confused at the moment, but he just proceeded with your laugh that made his heart melt. It was cheesy, but hey, it was true, Azuku said. Let's get back to it, 'cause I still miss you. While his hands ran down your waist. Of course, you smiled. So, there it is. It got a little cheesy in the middle of it. And sorry it's kind of the swear words were a bit low, because I'm not supposed to really swear, but I did, and I don't know where my mom is in the house. So I said it kind of quiet. And for one of the yelling parts, I think it's, I don't really know, but one of the yelling parts was I accidentally said in a bit of deeper voice. I was trying to do, the you know that I shit on you, that was supposed to be you, but I accidentally did in a deeper voice trying to do my Bakugou impression. I can't really do Bakugou, so I just do lower voices for him because he has a very deep voice. But, yeah, other than that, if you have any Deku or any other person you want other than Bakugou, because I still have the Bakugou series that I have to do, like maybe a Kirishima or Kaminari, I can do any of them, then just let me know. I'm mostly going to be doing Deku today because it's his birthday. So, yeah, if you have any, just say who you want and I will gladly do it. That's about it. And having that said, please like, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Goodbye, my peeps.